Hi everyone. Sorry this is a little delayed. Hi guys. Hi everyone. Sorry, there was a little something that happened that I needed to be there for somebody in my life who was struggling with everything that's going on right now. So I got pulled away to be there for them. So yeah, but I'm back and trying to get my bearing again. I'm good. It's more about being there for others right now, and thank you for asking. And thanks everybody for joining in. That was episode 5. I didn't get to see the last couple minutes because like I said, I was pulled away. Francis is doing good, to answer that question as well. Francis is someone that is gonna try his best to not show what he's going through. He's a very strong person. So he's doing what he needs to do right now and taking care of his son. And that's what's really important right now, is making sure that his son is as little affected by everything that's going on as possible. Sorry, everyone. There's a lot going on right now in LA, as you all know. I just want to make sure. Let's see. So I'm going to do, I'll do a quick live with Sarah if she's still in here. Sorry, Sarah. I had said I was going to do this, and then, like I said, I was pulled away. Yes, and Francis is okay. The point with everything going on right now is, or the main important thing, sorry, my brain is all over the place. The main important thing to know right now is that people are really grateful that everyone is okay. For the most part, there have been lives lost during this fire, but a lot of people who lost their homes are really embracing their family and that they have each other, and we're all just here to help them work through the next steps and how to rebuild. But it's that everybody's mental health is what's most important right now. So I'm so happy that we're getting to do this today and to really focus on a show that, like I said earlier, brings attention to those in need at a time when a lot of people are in need. So I am going to stop saying and I'm going to get Sarah on to ask some questions. And then I'm going to ask you guys some questions after that. To answer some questions about other cast members and crew of Station 19, I'll reiterate this. I said it earlier in another live. I've asked and reached out to a bunch of people. Everyone that I know of so far from Station 19 is okay, is safe. I don't know if there's someone I missed for some reason, if someone hasn't told us yet. But as far as I know, everyone from Station 19 is good. There are a few people from Grey's Anatomy's crew that have lost their homes but are being taken care of in all the ways that they possibly can in this very tough time. And in regards to everyone else in my life, everyone is physically okay. Francis will heal. He's a very strong man, and he is overwhelmed at all the love he's received. So thank you so much. I've said, yes, I'm sorry. I'm trying to get my brain back together, guys. There it goes again. I'm just going to go live with Sarah and answer some questions. Oh, look at that. You guys, I just realized there's a way I can you guys can wow. I just realized that for the first time. Sarah, you on here? I didn't even give her a heads up. She might not even be on here right now. Let's see if Sarah's here. Someone said stop apologizing. I get that a lot. And is okay. You guys are making me laugh. I need that right now. Thank you. Sarah, where are you? Let's see. Oh, I think somebody just entered. So many people here now. Ford's somewhere too. Sarah, you there? I accepted it. Let's see if she comes on. Hi, Sarah.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good.
Good. Good. I've already started the already. This was all a little delayed. Stop saying
I don't think anyone cares if you say
Oh, I think some people care if I say Some people are like, stop saying Uh, okay, I will not say the words Sarah,
Yes,
you go for it. What questions do you have for me?
I'm ready.
Go for
Um,
it.
so because of what you shared at the beginning, I instead of starting with the serious question, maybe I'll start with a less
Yeah,
serious
yeah.
question.
Let's start with something to just cheer us up a little bit.
Okay. So I don't know if you know this, but the Found Writers are on Twitter and they interact a lot while the episode is
I
airing.
love this.
So it's just Found Writers is their
Yeah,
handle, and
I did
every
know that.
week they share the snack of the week. So you need to be prepared tonight with the snack of the week that you're having,
So
while we're
do
watching
I
the
have a
episode.
snack while I'm watching? Is that what it is?
Basically, we're about to spend, the episode in a super serious topic. So we start with, cupcakes or, cake or wine and popcorn or whatever
I
first. So
I love
So
that.
be sure to share your snack of the week.
Okay, thank you for preparing me. I
Yes.
also feel like I've disappeared from X because I keep thinking, is X going to survive? Is it going away? Do we want
I
it
don't know
to
how
go
else,
away?
but I like to live tweet episodes, and I don't know where else you can do that.
Because Threads is so different, correct?
Yeah.
I know. I'm trying to get a handle on Threads and I channels today. I feel like it changes every 2 seconds. It's like when the iPhone does an update and you're like, cool, cool. Now I have to relearn everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, okay, good. So good to know that maybe on X today I'll just be more of an observer and I'll make sure to share my snack of the night or the week. Thank you for the heads up, Sarah. I really appreciate that.
No problem. I just didn't want you to be left out of the fun stuff.
Thank you. I'm happy to not be left out.
Okay. So it might be a spoiler, but it looks like you might be directed by Demain later in the season.
I think I can admit that is happening.
Okay,
I
so
don't
what
think
is
that
it
is
like
a
to
spoiler.
be directed by the same person on two different
It was
shows?
amazing. It's such a good question, and I love that you brought up Domain because I love Domain so much. For people that don't know, Domain, directed on Station 19. Domain was also one of my mentors when I started shadowing directors.
Okay.
She gave me so much insight. I basically followed her around very early on and was just ask her questions walking around set. And she's so smart and so calm and so knowledgeable and so talented. And so I actually, because she directed the pilot of Found, I actually called her the second, or emailed her. I didn't call her that day. I emailed her the second I booked Found to be like, oh my God, are you directing producer? Like, what's the status? Are you still over there? Da, da, da. And she's like, no, I'm on. And she was still shooting Beautiful Minds. And it hadn't come out yet at the time. And so she's like, no, I'm on this other show called Beautiful Minds. I was like, okay, amazing. I hope our paths cross. And she's like, congratulations. I hope they do. And I didn't know what episodes I was going to shoot and Found at the time. I didn't know what was going to happen. And we were so excited when I got the script and it said directed by Domain. And I was like, yes. And so I think I think we heard, and you know me, I get excited and then I blow people's eardrums. I basically, and we both did it, so I didn't feel alone, is we saw each other on set and both of us were like, so it felt so good. It also feels so amazing and comforting to obviously have someone that came from Station 19 that's such a part of that life and that world that's now on this new chapter. So I love that you brought that up. And she's amazing. And if anyone hasn't seen Beautiful Minds as well, that show is also fantastic. So Demain just does great stuff and she's awesome. And I can't wait. The episode she directs, Sarah, so much happens.
Okay.
It's so good.
Okay. It's like the season finale, or maybe the one right before it.
It's the one before, I think.
I
I think it's the, oh, you're Aha, I love it when you do that. I think it's the second to the last, if not the third to the last, but right there, right before the end.
Okay.
It all isn't that crazy how it all becomes a blur after a while? You're like, I don't know. Like to me, and everyone's gonna be mad at me for saying this. To me, sometimes Station 19 feels like it ended like years ago. Like I have to remind myself that Station 19 just ended not even a year ago.
Not even a year ago, yeah.
And it's crazy how much has happened since then. So anyways, I hope no one's upset for me saying that. Okay, Sarah, what's your next one?
So maybe you are also directed by Mark Paul Gosselaar? Maybe.
I was.
So that's not the first time you've been directed by like an actor slash
So
co-star.
true.
What's that like when they do like the multiple roles?
You know what's great about all actors that then direct is they get actors, right? It's like this kind of perk that they go, they don't overshoot. They never overshoot because they're like, we know we got it, which is nice. What else is like nice about it? There's a comfortability there too. Like I do feel, and that's probably actually the most obvious thing, is a lot of times people that aren't actors, and rightfully so, are much more nervous coming in as a guest director. um they're just nervous. They're like, it's not their set, it's not, they don't know anyone, and they're coming in basically, I hope everyone likes me, but at the same time I'm supposed to be the leader telling you all what to do. And so there's a nervousness about directors that aren't actors on a show. But when you're an actor on the show, there's just like a comfortability. Like it kind of feels like, and I've said this about Stefani, like you're kind of just being directed by your friend. You kind of aren't, and you work with each other for all this time. You're like, yeah, yeah, yeah. And they give you like, if they give you a note, you're like, yeah, yeah, yeah. It doesn't even feel like a note. So I'd say there's that comfortability. I think the difference is they're usually not trained in like camera operating or like cinematography. So that is just more if they have that naturally. But no, but Mark Paul was amazing to be directed by, and he cracked me up the whole time because he was just like, never mind. He was fun to be directed by.
Spoiler.
No, yeah, yeah, yeah. I won't say anything. But it was really fun being directed by him. And it was cool. It was cool to see that because I didn't know he was directing until that episode. I had known that Kelly directs, and it directs a lot, who plays Margaret. And so you know me, the first thing I do is start picking people's brains.
I mean, I've been watching her since, what was it, Boston
Oh
Legal?
my God, I don't even remember. I remember her from Lie to Me.
This was before Lie to
And
Me.
yeah, I was obsessed with Lie to Me. That show, like, I loved it. And so when I found and saw her on that, I was like, oh my God, she's so amazing. But then I found out, I didn't know she was a director until I joined Found, and they told me like, yeah, Kelly's prepping to direct. And I was like, she directs? And then I'm like sitting there at like the cast chair. I'm like, so what can you tell me? What like tips and pointers do I need? And she was great. She was great.
So I have one more like funnish question and then a serious question. Do we have time for two more?
Yeah, let's go for it. I needed the break. This is good.
So Michael Cassidy plays Christian, who's Sir's brother.
Yes.
I don't know if you guys interacted on set, but a lot of Station 19 fans have a little bit extra suspicion about him on whether he's working with Sir or not, because he was in episode 108, the party bus episode, and he was lying to you guys the whole time to steal drugs out of the aid car. So I just know maybe I just was sharing that information and you can't say anything about it.
I'm trying so hard to like keep my like poker face. I am keeping my poker face about all of that.
Okay.
But I
did you
love that you made that connection.
Him?
I love that, like, of course, and like, why am I surprised, Sarah? Of course you did. But I love that you had made that connection, and I am not letting my face give away anything.
Okay.
Someone just did eyeballs, 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 and I'm like, don't look at me, don't look at me. Okay, Sarah, next question.
Okay, so this one's kind of serious and kind of not kind of serious. This one's serious and it relates to your previous live.
Okay.
So a lot of us when we watch this show, we are in a very privileged position. I mean, I grew up in Southern California, white. So a lot of us are learning about issues we might not know about if the show wasn't educating us. So did you feel concerned coming onto the show as a white woman when the show is trying to center other stories? So
yeah,
people who don't look like you, who haven't had the life that you've had?
So
Sorry.
frame the question one more time, just as the question
So you're
itself, so I
coming,
make sure I get there.
I mean, you come onto the show with some
Yeah.
privilege of who you are as Danielle.
Yes.
And you were bringing attention to the show as Danielle. But
Yeah.
the show is trying to center the stories of other people, of people who aren't recognized, of people who are kidnapped and taken, and all these other, stories that the show has told. So were you concerned about the attention, like, being misdirected?
I was a little bit, I'll be honest. I was also shocked by the attention. I didn't expect any of that. So yeah, I was definitely shocked by it. But I think at least I mean, I think I'm trying not to, I'm trying to make sure I word this as eloquently as possible in a sense of like, I'm hoping that the platform I have and the fan base I have is helping bring more eyes to the show of Found, which is such an important show. And if I can use my privilege and my platform to do that, then I'm happy to. And I hope that the interviews I've done, or even things like today, I'm really trying to take a back seat. I am a very small part of this show, but I'm grateful to be a part of it, and I'm grateful that, like I've said, the attention of this character has brought more eyes, I hope, to this show because it is so important. But the show is not about my character. She's going to be a character for the most part that most people, and maybe this is a spoiler when I say it, that like most people hate. And I kind of I kind of love her for that. So there's this element of like, I'm not coming on this show as like, love me. I'm coming on this show to really add drama and to bring up mystery and drama to the show. And so, yeah, I think that's my answer with that. But I think using my platform and my privilege to bring attention to this show, and I hope that's what I'm doing.
Well, and I think that's what we can all do. I mean, I watch the other fire show on NBC and plenty of NBC shows, and I had never heard of Found. I had not seen a single commercial until you were announced, and then binge watch, the first season super quick and the second season, as they were airing. So I think you have brought attention to the stories, and I think as our fandom, we can continue to do that with what those stories are that they're sharing.
Yeah. And I think that's what's so great is it's a show, not was a show, it is a show that does tell really impactful stories, which is, I think, what I hope as an actor you never fully know. And I'm really grateful that that's what my first job after Station 19 was to be part of a show that is impactful and is saying something that matters, because Station 19 was a show like that too. So I'm grateful, and I hope every job after this does the same thing, because like you said, this very passionate fandom, which is, I wish there was a better word for it, to be honest, but this very passionate fandom wants to support me in whatever I do and whatever any of us do from Station 19. So I'm glad that it's something that even if no one likes my character, you will at least support the show. And I think, and like you said, it'll become something that people became aware of. And if that, like you said, is something I could do, then I'm grateful to do it. But I did not know for a second that me being a part of the show was going to bring as much attention as it has. So
we did.
Which I just, I'm always overwhelmed at how supportive everyone is. And I just want to make sure that everyone knows it never goes unnoticed. And I think you know that, Sarah, from all the times we've met in person too, but like it never goes unnoticed how appreciative and I am of all of you and how inspired I am by every one of you. You guys, your kindness is, and I think we, lead with kindness, right? But you guys are just amazing.
Well,
I'll stop talking.
I think we are trying to give back to you what you've given to us. So stop it.
Did you see my face? I was like, stop it.
No, but the kindness that you've shown to us makes us want to give that back to you in return. So
Wow.
You started it.
I think we all have it in us. I think that's what I want to call it community. I think that's what I've called it before, right? A positive community.
That's better.
I just realized a young 5-year-old painted my nails, and I'm just realizing it's still on there. But sorry, I got distracted by doing this.
I had to get mine professionally done for this weekend, and I don't normally do that. So
do you not like my 5-year-old nail polish? I do believe that this community, though, and I'll end kind of with this, it's a community that's based in positivity, or we try, right? That's like and I think all of us are like positive, positive, positive. And when something negative comes in, we try to be like, no, positive, positive, positive. We're only here to do positive things and put positive things back into the world. And that's why maybe I don't want to call it a fandom. It's just like this positive community. A community, which I love, because that's what it feels more like. It's a community of support in a positive way, leading with kindness and all that. And I don't think it's just one person, it's all of us together. I'm glad that I'm glad I was able, I guess, to kickstart it, because I was a character on television that so many people gravitated towards. And I'm grateful forever for that. But I am really just a part of it. I just happen to be the actor, so I'm more of like a face, but I'm just a part of it. So,
well, thank you.
Of course. Thank you. I needed this. There's a lot of heavy stuff going on that happened during that lunch break. So I just want to make sure that thank you for bringing in some smiles. And I stopped saying look at that.
Well, I think I would be in trouble if I didn't say that there's going to be a few of us together this weekend, and we wouldn't have known each other without you. And so, we're thankful to you for that and excited for that. So
I love that. Send everyone my love and have so much fun this weekend.
We will.
Oh, have so much fun. It just hit me. I was like, have so much fun this weekend. I can't wait to see pictures.
They're going to be epic.
They are. They are. Please send everyone my love. Thank you so much for this, Sarah. I'll talk to you soon.
Thank you for sharing with us.
Of course. Mwah.
Bye.
Bye.